If you're running low on storage space on your Android device, here's several things you can do to try and alleviate that. Some of them are pretty simple, others can have a bit of an adverse effect, and of course it also depends on how many necessary files you actually have. If you just have too many, then well, you may just need to get a phone with a larger amount of internal storage, or just get an SD card, but we'll get to that a bit later. For now, let's just start with how you can clear the storage the easiest way. Now this is being done on a Samsung device specifically, however the steps will be pretty similar no matter which vendor of Android you have gone with personally. The first thing you're going to do is go into your files. Now that can sometimes be hidden inside a menu, like for example right here, so just tap in there and then go into My Files. From there, you want to scroll down until you see Manage Storage. This is probably one of the easiest ways to start clearing storage because it gives you a pretty good breakdown of how much storage everything takes up and also gives you recommendations on what to remove. So for example, it tells us that we have 8.29 gigabytes in the recycle bin. So those are files that have already been scheduled for deletion that can be deleted right off the bat to clear up quite a bit of space. Also, any unused apps can be deleted from here as well. So as you can see, that will free up another 13.22 gigabytes. If you have any duplicate files on your system, it will also detect that and also allow you to remove one of these copies to free up space. And finally, there's also large files. Those you may not want to touch because it could be something that is necessary but just large. For example, long videos or particularly large photos or any other large files you may have on your phone. So you may want to have a look through that, but you probably won't delete too much from there because odds are you probably already need it. Odds are there's also probably other apps you don't use that weren't listed in that initial menu. So here's exactly how you can uninstall anything else you don't need. By far the easiest method is just to go into your apps and then just see exactly what you have installed that you don't use and then one by one remove them. So by far the easiest way of doing that is just to long hold on an app that you don't need and then tap on uninstall, and just like that it will get removed. Then you can just go through all of your pages of apps and then get rid of anything you don't need that way. But okay, what about deleting any photos or videos that you don't need but that weren't listed in that initial view? Well, let's go over that as well. To start removing anything from your gallery, simply just go into your gallery app, and then once you are there, what you can do is just long hold on any files you don't need, and then it gives you the option to delete. You can select multiple files or even remove everything taken on a single day. Just like that, you're able to also free up quite a bit of space. There's plenty of sorting and filtering tools as well that really depend on the specific version of the Android ecosystem that you can use to further find exactly what you need and what you don't need. Now let's move on to stuff that isn't that simple and you really want to avoid if you can. For example, by removing the cache of apps. If there is an app that you don't really use and it has some cache locally stored, then you can remove it. Issue is that it usually gives you a pitiful amount of storage back, and it is almost never worth it given how it loses all the local data. However, you can still do that if you really need to. So what you want to do is long hold on the app that you want to remove the cache and storage from. So just long hold like this and then press on the eye icon. Once you're on the next page, you want to scroll down until you see storage, and by the way, it'll tell you exactly how much storage the app already takes up. So go into there, and then at the bottom it will give you the option to clear data and clear cache, and once again it will provide a breakdown of how much space you'll get back. Again, usually it's not much, but if every single megabyte matters, then it's something you can do. Now, one app in particular that can usually take up quite a bit of storage space is Google Maps, if it saves any offline maps. So here's exactly how you can clear any offline maps stored there to also get some space back that way. Once you are in Google Maps, you want to tap on your profile icon in the top right. And then once you're there, you want to go onto offline maps. Then you want to tap on those three dots on the right hand side and go on remove. That will remove those local maps. Now if you're still struggling for space, you can always just get more of it, and most phones allow you to insert an SD card into them to expand how much storage you have, and you can always just upgrade it later if you need more storage. But those are all the main ways how you can make more space on your Android device. So if you found this video helpful, maybe subscribe to How to Authority for more like this in the future.